Imagine a nation where music is the language of freedom, hope, and unity. Welcome to the story of American music, where the sounds of freedom echo through the ages. From the early days of colonial America to the present, music has been an integral part of the American experience. Shaped by the country's rich cultural heritage, its diverse immigration history, and the struggles of its people. In this journey, we'll explore the evolution of American music, its iconic genres, and the artists who helped shape the country's sonic identity. Let's begin with the early days of American music, which was heavily influenced by European folk traditions, African rhythms, and Native American melodies. As European settlers arrived in the New World, they brought with them their musical instruments, songs, and dance styles. The early American colonies hosted fairs, festivals, and social gatherings, where music played a central role in community life. One of the earliest forms of American music was the colonial hymn, which was often sung in congregations and used to express gratitude, praise, and devotion. These hymns were typically written in traditional European styles, with simple melodies and lyrics that reflected the spiritual aspirations of the settlers. As the colonies grew, so did the variety of musical influences, with African rhythms and instruments being introduced through the transatlantic slave trade. The African impact on American music cannot be overstated. Enslaved Africans brought with them their musical traditions, including call and response patterns, polyrhythms, and a strong emphasis on percussion. These elements would later become integral to the development of genres such as blues, jazz, and rhythm and blues. African-American musicians, such as the legendary Scott Joplin, helped shape the course of American music, pushing the boundaries of what was possible with their innovative compositions and performances. Now, let's talk about the blues. Born in the Deep South, blues music was a direct descendant of African-American work songs, spirituals, and field hollers. It's characterized by its soulful melodies, 12-bar structures, and emotive lyrics that often express the hardships and struggles of everyday life. Artists like Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters, and Bessie Smith helped popularize the blues, taking it from the Mississippi Delta to the world stage. As the blues spread, it gave birth to a new genre, jazz. Emerging in the early 20th century, jazz was a fusion of African-American blues, Caribbean rhythms, and European classical music. Characterized by its improvisational nature, complex harmonies, and syncopated rhythms, jazz quickly gained popularity in cities like New Orleans, Chicago, and New York. Pioneers like Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, and Count Basie helped shape the sound of jazz, pushing its boundaries and creating some of the most iconic music of the 20th century. But jazz wasn't the only genre to emerge in America during this time. The 1920s and 1930s saw the rise of swing, a style that combined jazz with big band instrumentation and a strong emphasis on dance. Artists like Benny Goodman, Glenn Miller, and Artie Shaw became household names, leading their respective orchestras to sold-out performances and chart-topping hits. Swing's infectious energy and lively rhythms captured the spirit of a nation in turmoil, providing a much-needed respite from the Great Depression and World War II. The post-war era saw the birth of rock and roll, a genre that combined elements of blues, country, and rhythm and blues. Artists like Chuck Berry, Little Richard, and Elvis Presley helped popularize rock and roll, taking it from the clubs and bars of the Deep South to the mainstream. With its raw energy, rebellious spirit, and catchy melodies, rock and roll captured the hearts of a generation, changing the face of American music forever. As the 1960s and 1970s arrived, American music became more diverse and expressive. The counterculture movement gave rise to folk rock, psychedelic rock, and soft rock, with artists like Bob Dylan, the Beatles, and James Taylor pushing the boundaries of what was possible. The civil rights movement also played a significant role, with artists like Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, and Stevie Wonder using their music to express solidarity and demand justice. In recent years, American music has continued to evolve. incorporating new styles and influences. The rise of hip-hop, electronic, and country pop has given birth to a new generation of artists, from Kendrick Lamar to Taylor Swift. Despite the changing musical landscape, the core values of American music remain the same: creativity, expression, and a deep connection to the human experience. As we conclude our journey through the story of American music, we're reminded that music is a powerful force that can unite and inspire us. From the earliest colonial hymns to the latest hip-hop hits, American music has been a reflection of the country's diversity, resilience, and hope. As we celebrate the sounds of freedom, we're also acknowledging the struggles and triumphs of the people who have made this music possible. If you want to learn more about the story of American music, be sure to check out our next video, where we'll explore the history of country music and its rise to global popularity.